The remodeling contract is a key document between the customer or client and the general contracting firm themselves. And it is meant to define the scope of work thoroughly, but then also outline the duties and responsibilities of the general contractor and also the duties and responsibilities of the client. It's a legal document that they engage with each other. And one of the key things that are in place is thorough definition of scope of work so that you can understand what's going on, and then also an understanding of your payment schedule and what is required from you. For us, and I guess in remodeling in general, it can be difficult to specify every single thing, the size screw that's going to be used when we're screwing down subfloor, the type of glue, the particular vapor barrier that we are going to use on the outside of your home to keep water from getting in, how we're going to actually install that and flash it so that when there is hurricane force winds in 3 to 5 years, you don't have water coming out of your ceiling because the cheaper guy did it in a substandard way, or in a sense the minimum standard that meets building code, but when it is faced in a kind of a above the standard or a more extremist type environment, it actually fails. We have done a lot of insurance repair work for certain clients over the years. We've seen how water and wind and the different environmental factors can affect a building. We have to actually come up with the process of merging that existing envelope and window package and roof system and water drainage and all that to a new product, and making sure where the new meets old doesn't fail, and doing the best possible installation there. And those are the kind of things that are kind of really hard to specify in detail, and then are the difference between the low bidder, if you will, and someone like the Transform NC doing it to the highest level. We have that on our website, a near perfect product with the highest quality materials and most skilled labor available, because we are literally do not care about the minimum standard for building. We want to execute at the highest level that beats the minimum standard that the code enforcement officers are going to use, and that lasts for that hurricane force wind or those sustained times of weather, of cold or heat, or all those things that the home is going to have to contend to, especially when we are doing work on the exterior of the house. And so there's a lot of ways that the low bidder and someone like our firm their difference will be not this year or next year, but maybe 3 to 5 years down the road where you really see that difference. And we try to work with clients that are going to be in the home for a longer period of time, because that is the point that they still own the home, and spending the extra money with us is worth it versus going with the cheaper guy. So really comes back to, and I've said this before, that when we go to the contract and we start having to kind of split hairs over the cross T's and the dotted I's, something's gone seriously wrong with the project, and there's usually a compromise of trust. And some of that stuff is driven us to put a course together like this so that we can build that trust early with our clients. We can understand that while the contract is a necessary document to have in place, we are able to build goodwill between us and our clients and actually solve the problems as they come, with the ultimate benefit of the client in mind, but then also the reality that we have to do this profitably because we are using our expertise and our resources to get you to the finish line. So anyway, that's kind of the overarching contract and terms, and then some of the behind the scenes that drive our product versus maybe someone else's.